Hey everyone, it's Flynn Patrick, and today I am very excited to be on Basketball Infinite again after a week-long hiatus. Thank you so much to Daryl Banana for taking my place this past week. Your humor and your leadership on this show was very appreciated, and I definitely enjoyed my vacation to Zimbabwe. Anyways, let's get right to it. The number 90 player in the NBA for 2017-2018 is going to be Marcus Smart of the Boston Celtics. First of all, quick reminder, this ranking does include the playoffs, and this is one of many players from the Wonder Kid Brad Stevens team to crack our top 120. Marcus Smart is a very unique player. His offensive efficiency levels are, quite frankly, really the worst in the NBA for a player that is a guard getting consistent minutes, shooting 37% from the field and 30% from the three-point line. But Marcus Smart is an outlier and clearly wouldn't have cracked our top 90 if he wasn't a very talented player. He helps out this Celtics team a lot, and the Wonder Kid Brad Stevens would not be playing him 30 minutes a game if he did not. He has nice basketball IQ. He averages 5 assists a game and 4 rebounds a game. His defense is very solid, and he has a tough mentality. His defense is something that stands out more from actually watching the film rather than looking at a box score. But what you're not going to find in any box score, and why Marcus Smart ranks this high on the list, is he has this presence that for some reason this Celtics team just tends to do better when he is on the floor. I can't really explain it, but every time Marcus Smart is on the floor, this Celtics team just tends to do a lot better. And clearly, Brad Stevens understands this, or else he wouldn't be playing 30 minutes a game despite shooting 37% from the field. Even in Game 7, for example, versus Cleveland, when despite Marcus Smart shooting 1 for 10 from the field, he actually recorded the highest plus minus of any player on that Celtics team. The fact that he missed close to 40% of the regular season and still made this list speaks for itself. Although, reminder, this list does include the playoffs, and if this list was regular season only, Marcus Smart probably would have finished a little bit outside of the top 100, although I do believe he still would have cracked our top 120. And the funny thing is, his shooting percentage in the playoffs was even worse than it was in the regular season. But as I said, all of the other areas of his game were A+, and the aura that is just around him, the team just does better when he's on the floor, and this is something that you can only see from watching the games. He just has this mentality that he wants to win, and he's going to do whatever it takes to win. Alright, so this is an interesting situation this offseason because Marcus Smart is a restricted free agent. And from where he's ranked right now, I would say he's worth about $12 to $14 million, where his qualifying offer with the Celtics is about 6.5. So this is also an interesting situation though, because Marcus Smart, I feel, is in the perfect situation in Boston. There's not really any other teams I see him fitting any better on. So I also think it's a win-win for Boston because he clearly helps them out when he's on the floor, and I think Brad Stevens knows this. So put it this way, I'm betting all of my bananas on Marcus Smart still being in Boston next season. And not only that, but he is still only 24 years old and will still be only 24 most of next season. So he's still really young. If he can work on his offensive consistency and really even get that up to even average NBA standards while continuing to be excellent in the other areas of his game, holy macaroni, this man could be a really, really dangerous player. Thank you all so much for joining us today. Now that I have returned from Zimbabwe, we will be getting a lot of these hashtag infinite rank videos out of the way. Make sure to check out the previous videos we've done. We have videos for every player as of this video ranked between 90 and 120, and yes, we are releasing individual videos for every player ranked up to number 1. We are going to be getting a lot of these videos out of the way over the next couple of days. Make sure to watch out for that. We will also be continuing our draft coverage. Thank you so much for joining us. We will be back shortly with more content.